when it comes to the economic health of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the ability to have a proper business environment. Our delegation comes together. We work across party lines. We can have our other disagreements up here in terms of political policy, but I think when you look at what has been happening over the past month or so with respect to this GIFCOM issue, you can see how we set political issues aside and come together and work in a way that is really beneficial to the people of Virginia. I would like to reiterate my commitment to you today that I'm going to do everything I can, beginning with the budget cycle next year, to reinvigorate the efforts that the Virginia Port Authority has been making in terms of creating the strongest and most vibrant port on the East Coast for our country. Part of this is their plan, as most of you know, to build this Heartland Corridor out into the Chicago area, which I think will remake the American economy as it emanates from Virginia. And part of it is to encourage in the future greater imports and exports into Asia as the Panama Canal finishes its modernization, estimated in 2014, which will allow different shipping patterns to come from Asia into the East Coast. And I think that we are ideally suited by geography and by economic strength to become the great port to strengthen our relationships in Asia. I have worked with a lot of people here to try to develop the right sort of relationship with respect to the powers of the Environmental Protection Agency on a broad range of energy issues. I am a co-sponsor of the Rockefeller Amendment. I think we need to pass the Rockefeller Amendment. When Senator Murkowski raised a resolution of disapproval on an energy issue, I went to Senator Reid, our majority leader, and I received a commitment from him that we could get a vote on the Rockefeller Amendment by the end of this year. That amendment would put a 2-year hold on the power of the EPA to go out and regulate fixed buildings, etc., which I believe was beyond the scope of the Supreme Court decision that has been used as a justification for the EPA to move forward on carbon dioxide regulation. I'm a strong believer in alternate energy. I'm a believer in technology. I believe the way to go in coal is to get the technology that can address the issues rather than to put coal out of business. And I'm a strong believer from the time that I was 18 years old in the advantages of nuclear power. And I think we have enormous potential in this country to again become the leader. I've spent a lot of time in Asia in my life, particularly East Asia. I used to spend typically 3 months a year in East Asia before I decided to run for the Senate. I can't communicate strongly enough to this audience how vital our relationship in that part of the world is for the stability of that part of the world, but also for our own economic benefits. Thank you for taking the time here during your lunch to allow me to say hello. Our door is always open, as you all know, and our staff is always happy to listen to you and as much as possible to agree with your views. Thank you very much.